trigonometric function. Forecast, 12 marks. 12 marks. Difficulty level, 4/5. Okay. Maximum is 5. Maximum is 5. 5-star difficulty level. Let's look at the questions. Okay. Let's look at the questions here. What kind of question will ask you? Okay. Now, they will ask you, they will give you a graph, and then they will ask you to find the value, the amplitude. Where's the amplitude? How many cycle? Okay, and any value on the graph, on the diagram, any value. Okay, so this one confirm. Okay, so the method is y equals to a, either is sine, cos, tangent. Okay, let's say this case is cos 3x. 3x, the meaning is you have 3 cycles. 1 cycle, 2 cycle, and 3 cycle. 3 cycle within 2 pi. That means 360 degrees. Okay, that's the meaning. And what is this amplitude? Amplitude is maximum. If they give you 5/3, that means it's 5/3. If they give you 2, that means the maximum is 2, minimum is -2. And the question is asking you, what is this value? Okay, you just need to break it into 1, 2, 3, 4, do the simple calculation. Remember, look at the question. It asks you to state, not count. State means give the answer and you get the 1 mark. No working needed. Okay, so now this one, I know you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until 12. Okay, so it is okay, later I will send it to you, the questions. You can count one by one, 1, 2, 3, 4 until 12. All right, so the second type of questions that will ask you is proving. I know this is nightmare for some of you and most of you, proving. So today I just want to demo how to prove something. Okay, so proving is not only about the formula you need. It is about the strategy. Look carefully, look very carefully. They want you to prove that tangent C equals to tangent A plus tangent B over tangent A tangent B minus 1. Now, usually we start from the more complicated and then reduce to the easier one. So today I want to show you the reverse method. Okay, so I start from simple one and then come to the answer. Now, for this one, the most important skill is look at your destination. If you don't have destination, you don't know which route, which path, which way, which formula to use. So what information is given? Sebuah segi 3 bersudut tirus. That means A, B, C. I know tangent C equals to tangent 180 minus the other 2 angle. Like this. Okay, I shouldn't put 3 angles. That's why I combine them into one group. Okay, the tangent formula, we have only 2 angles inside. Okay, so over here we need to know sine 180 is 0. If you don't know, never mind. Okay, you have calculator with you. Then tangent 180, press calculator. Come on, press calculator. Yes, it's 0. Okay, so it's tangent. What's the formula already? Minus. Are you referring to the formula sheet? Don't do that. By now, if you still haven't memorized it, that means you do not have enough practice. We don't memorize it. Yeah. Okay, we don't memorize it. It's like with enough practice, this thing will automatically come out. And we know that tangent 180 is 0, and this is 0, which makes the whole thing equals to 0. And I have this negative tangent A plus B over 1. That means nothing over nothing. Okay, negative tangent A. Then we keep looking at the, no, don't just keep doing, keep looking at the destination. Like when you drive, you keep looking 100 meters in front of you, not 2 meters in front of you. Okay, so when you expand this one, you will have tangent A plus tangent B. Where's my negative? Be careful. Okay, it is a negative 1 minus tangent A tangent B. Now I erase this one. I put the negative at the bottom, and then tada, next step is my answer. Wow, 3 marks. Isn't it simple? Now, when you see me doing, it's simple. When you do it yourself, it will be simple. Okay, you remember the technique is keep looking at the destination. That is the keyword. Okay, for every question, you have one technique. So for this question, this is the technique, the only technique. Okay. So part 2, easy thing we can skip lah, right? So this one you can do, I know. All these questions come from I plucked from 2021 trial papers, state papers. Okay. If you want the answer, it's all in the marking scheme. Okay. I actually don't have the answer. Okay. So some of you ask me for the answer. I need to do, and then I can give you the answer. I don't have the answer. I have the question. You can refer. If you don't have the marking scheme, I think some of you have the website or something. You all can share with each other. Share with me also. Okay. So the second type of questions are selesaikan persamaan ini. Selesaikan persamaan ini. This is also one of my favorite question, and I pluck from certain states, not all states. So from Selangor, this one possible to come out. Okay. Of course, the number is not the same. If not, the police will tangkap me. Okay, it won't be the same number, but it will be the same format. Okay. So how to do this one? Too simple already. Is it too simple? Okay. It's 4 marks. How come it looks so simple? Is it a trap? After you practice like 5-6 years, past year, or model questions, you will see this question is too simple. Okay. So we can skip this one. So again, this one also same thing. You have 1 and 2. Expand this one, and you will get the answer. Yep. Let's try this one. Remember that. Okay. Next. Okay. Now this one is SBP. SBP. As you said, is always difficult one. Prove that something. Okay. So again, the technique is look at the destination. All right. And you want to move from the left. Usually we start from the more complicated end and come to the easier end. Okay. You have screenshot. If you don't have screenshot, then later you WhatsApp me. Okay. And then I send a copy of whatever we have done. Okay. This is my number. If you don't have my number yet, okay, screenshot this one. Whatever working that we have, I'll send a copy to you. Okay. Then to prove this one, we need to start from here, and cosecant is 1 over sine. So that is the thing you need to remember when you keep doing, and be careful. Cos square, okay, cos square. plus sine square x equals to 1. Okay, so this is the formula. Cotangent is 1 over tangent. Okay, that is the formula you need before you start. And my final answer, I want it to be cos 2x. Cos 2x, you can have 3 possible results. Those who watch my YouTube, you know. So I always emphasize on cos 2x. This is the most tricky. Okay, cos 2x, it can be cos square x minus sine square x. It can be 2 cos square x minus 1, or it can be 1 minus 2 sine square x. You don't know which route you follow. Others, easy. Only cos 2x is tricky. Be careful. Okay. That is the proving one. Okay, so I need to teach you this one also, Laka graph. No, I'm not going to teach you how to Laka graph. I'm going to teach you the steps how to Laka graph. You learn this. It's 6 marks questions. Do you have problem drawing? No, not drawing, sketching. So we always start from, this is cos hor. They ask for cos. So we always start from, it's less than 5 steps. Then I can sketch this one easily. 5 steps. Don't think, just do it. Y equals to cos x. Okay, start from here, scratch. Let's this one. Okay, y equals to cos 2x. Within the same range, I should have 1 and then 2 cycle. Yeah. So I have done this one. Then I will do something further. That is negative. Negative will kebalikkan. 1 cycle, 2 cycle. 2 cycle. And the last one is plus half. Plus half. Half. Is it plus half or minus half? Plus half. This is plus half. So the whole thing moved up by half. 1, 1.5, and here is 0.5. And the center line. Move it up. 1 cycle, and then 2 cycle, like this. Oh, so fast. Finish. Yeah. 2 marks. Yes, 2 marks. No, this is 3 marks. This is 3 marks. Why so simple one? Okay. Yes, it is that simple. Any graph, follow these steps. You can do it. Okay. So bilangan penyelesaian. This one is bilangan penyelesaian. That means you need to draw another straight line. The information, the hint, the clue for this question is from here. It's always from here and from here. This one, I think you all can do it. Yeah, I will skip this one. Okay. Yes. So I will talk about 5 topics today. So the second one will be progression. Okay, so I recap trigonometric function, tough topic, 12 marks. Paper 1 come out, paper 2 also come out. Difficulty level very high. So make sure you practice a lot on this sample I give you. You find this kind of questions from past year, from anywhere, find this kind of question. Don't do other type. Okay, if you want to practice. Okay, so progression. All right, So now let me explain progression. Okay, look at this question. Negeri 9 one. Somebody give it to me. Thank you so much. Janjang 4, 5, this one. 3 sebutan pertama. They give you already 4.5, 5, like that. Cari hasil tambah dari sebutan ke-6 hingga sebutan ke-20. That means sebutan ke-6 campur sebutan ke-7 campur sampai ke sebutan ke-20. Of course, this one we already used to that kind of questions. This one, if you practice enough, you don't practice textbook, right? Textbook has very limited questions. You buy from Pelangi. Yeah, I support Pelangi. I support Oxford Fajar. Buy their SPM level question. Don't buy a Form 4 one. You already at that level. So this kind of questions is very common. It's not K-bar anymore. Okay, it's S20 minus S5. So it's no K-bar anymore. If you first time you see this question, learn it now. Yes, you untung lah. You learn this one because I don't want the T1 to T5. Okay, so I minus the S5. So S20 minus the S5. Yeah, like that. Formula? No need lah. You can do one, right or not? Yes, okay, good. You can post to everyone. You can post to everyone if you can do lah. Maybe you don't want to be too high profile. 高调high profile. Okay, then part 2. They give you the janjang arithmetic. Tentukan nilai terkecil n dengan keadaan n adalah lebih kecil daripada 40. That means Tn is less than 40. Like that only. I have the A, I have the D, and I just want to find sebutan ke berapa. Is it? Cari sebutan ke n itu. No. You see, they not ask you for the n. They ask you for the sebutan ke n. That number must be 30 something. Okay? They ask you for the nth term. They are not asking for n. If you don't give the Tn value, you get it wrong. Okay? Incomplete. Be careful. When we read question, we read completely, we read carefully. Quick but careful. Okay? Hey, you see this topic so difficult? Why so easy one? Now we have 2 types. One is easy one. This one. Now, 先甜后苦. Okay? Means you do the simple thing first. Okay. Pahang trial paper. Diberi 3 sebutan berturutan. Let's read English. 3 consecutive terms in arithmetic progression is this, and this. When you see this kind of thing, don't panic. Okay, and this is also a very common K-bar. Very common. So no more K-bar already. K-bar means uncommon. So when it's common already, it's no more K-bar. So before we continue, we must see that T2 over T1. Oh no, this is arithmetic. This one, T2 minus T1 equals to T3 minus T2. The difference, Bezel punya D adalah sama. Okay, that's the thing. Find the value of x if the common difference is more than 10. Kenapa pula? Okay, I think the reason is the x that you get, you must have a plus minus something. So they say it's more than 10, that means it's not. Be careful. There must be one answer less than 10, another answer more than 10. So if you get both answers more than 10, that means your working is wrong. If you get both answers less than 10, that means your answer also is wrong. Unless they are so tricky. 很贱哦, Okay, 不会啦, it won't be like that one. Okay. Alright, so this one is still not K-bar. Now let me show you what kind of K-bar question. This is the one. Okay, this is the type of question that will kill you unless they make it so simple like this Pahang paper. Okay, this is considered easier. Read the question carefully. And I want to teach you the technique. How to handle this kind of question. Beliau menternak 1996 ekor ayam ikan. Okey, tambah ikan 140 pada hari pertama setiap bulan mulai March. That means initially I have 1996 and then on 1 of March 2019 I add 140. Yes, you need to write this one. This is the method. Write down. And 1st of April, I add another 140. That means, okay, on the 2nd of March, I should have 2,136. I should have this one already. Okay, not plus. I should have this number. So on the 1st of April, I add in, then on the 2nd of April, I should have 2,276. Yes, write down, yes. Do the useless calculation, do it. Okay, berapakah jumlah ekor ikan pada hari ini? Okay, that is the difficult part. Do you want to count? Oh, are you counting? Are you counting now? March, April, May, June. Okay, and luckily it is 2020. Luckily it's 2020. That means I just need to count less than 20 times. Oh, then I can count 1, 2, 3, 4 until 2020. What happened if the question is asking you 2050 and it is June? Oh my God, how are you going to add? How are you going to do that? Okay, so how should you do this? Now, do like this. 1996. Okay, this is the echo, not the year. Okay, so A equals to 1996. And then T2 is 2136. T3 is 2276. Okay, so when the N equals to, let me erase this one. You do like this, N. Okay, this is 2 and this is 3. Okay, 1 of 2, 2019, and is 1. Okay, so after 1 year, that means 2020. Okay, it will be how many? How many? Is it 11 plus 10? 1 year later plus 10? Or is it plus 12? Or is it plus 13? Tell me which one is the correct one. Think. That is the thing you need to consider, you know. N equals to what? This is the difficult part. You need to go deep into the question. List down this. This is the technique progression. Okay? Hey, tell me 12, 13, 14. Come on. Still thinking? Still thinking. $15. February or let's count. Okay, I do this demo purposely want to show you. Purposely want to show you this one. February, starting n equals to 1. March, and then until 4 is 3, 5 is 4, March, May, June is 5, 12 is 11, January next year is 12, and then February is actually 13. Okay, the T13 like that, it is T13. Okay, that means you plus 12. Okay, so then you already in that year, and then 3, 4, 5, 14, 15, 16. Yes, this is a very traditional, very conventional, but safest. N equals to 16. You have A, you have N. On the 1st of May 2020, okay, you have T16. Yeah, I can find, of course. But the question asks you for the 15th of May. Okay, on the 1st of June only I add in. So on the 15th, I still have the same number of fish. Anybody want me to repeat? Anyone? No? Okay, good. So this is the technique, the safest technique to counter the most difficult topic in SPM. Okay, please try this method and practice, improvise. Make sure you can master this method every time you see this kind of question. Okay, so that's why I say progression, you have two types. One is very simple one. Okay, we just use whatever simple formula. And one more thing, they like to ask you proving. Okay, prove the formula. So now when you have done that kind of question before, yes, good. During exam, you do it again. But if you have not tried before, just give up. That one cannot do one. Proving questions, if you have never practiced before, in exam time, unless you are so genius, you won't have enough time to prove the formula. Okay, so listen carefully. Next topic, okay, is circular measure. I choose circular measure. It is a 12 marks questions. Difficult level is so only. Okay, time consumption fast. I can say moderate, not really fast, unless you can see things clearly. So I can make it time consumption low level, level 2, or maybe level 1. But the minimum thing, basic thing, you need to look at the formula. You have to know this few formula: area of segment, area of sector, solution of triangle, area is half AB sine theta. Okay, that formula, that is from solution of triangle. You borrow that formula. You know how to convert 60 degree become radian, and you need to make sure that your calculator is using degree or radian. Okay, every time you do this question, check your calculator first. Okay, every time we do circular measure, I would suggest you do it last. Okay, reason is the calculator thing, because we change the mode to mode radian. Okay, and then a lot of time you forgot to change back to mode degree. Anybody happened before? Can tell me? Anyone experienced this before? And it will happen again during exam. Okay, so when you see circular measure, try to do it last. Okay, try to do it last. Okay, now let's look at this one. 12 marks in SPM. If you want to score A+, this is the one you need. Okay, Now, when we look at this question, we need it to be fast. Okay. If you don't want to do it last, you follow the sequence, so you need to do it fast. Now, the technique, okay, I teach you the technique now. When you see the questions, first thing is don't read everything. Okay, don't read the question. Look at the graph, look at the diagram. So what they give you, this is a sector, and then they give you this one, they give you a 2 radian, what else they give? Then you search for information. So POQ, radius is 8, this one is 8. And S is the titik tengah, and then R also titik tengah, that means you cut into 2, 4, 4, 4, 4, yeah, like that, yes. Okay, then remember I need to use the pi is 3.142, not the answer in terms of pi, okay, not like that. Find perimeter kawasan berlorek, I want to find this thing, okay, so luas kawasan berlorek, this one, all right. So now the method is like this. First, every time we do, we ignore everything. Look at this one only, whether you can do or cannot, or what information you can gather from this diagram. From this diagram, I can see it's a sector. Usually they will ask me to find the area and perimeter of the shaded region. That's all. This one is considered low-level questions. From which year, from which state? From Pahang one, they are so kind. They give you this kind of question. Okay. So after that, we need to separate out these 2 areas. One is sector, half AB sin theta. No. What? Half R square theta. Okay. Done. And this one, this is half AB sin theta. 4, 4. Like this. This is 8, 8, 2. Half R square theta. Half AB sin theta. Remember, calculator mode radian. Okay, then only we start doing the question. Okay, now look at one more time the next question. Johor, this is Johor trial paper 1. Okay, how when you see the question, let's look at the question. Let's look at the question. 6 marks questions. No need to do, okay, just sit there and enjoy. Okay. So what do you know? Okay, and how do we start? Okay, as I said, we always start from looking at here. From here, I can see that I have a 6, and here also 6, that means 12. I can notice that you have 10, 90 degree. Of course, it must be Pythagoras theorem, must be confirmed 99%. And then I need to find the area. I can't find this area or perimeter. No, cannot. I can't do that. Unless I have a line here. I can find this area, yeah, sector I can find. And this one, but I don't have the angle. That's the problem. Unless I can find this angle using the triangle. 12, 10, I can find this angle. If this is 10 degree, this is 20 degree from form 3, form 3 circles. Okay, then I can find this one 160. Yeah, then I can solve the question. Yes. Okay, so now let's see what information I can have. Now, just like this one. This is the breakdown. When you see this question, you must be able to dissect. You must visualize how you break it down into components. Okay, this is the skill you need. Then only we look at the question. Now let's start. ED is 10. They give you whatever every information is already there. So same thing. Then I can find the EAD this angle. Remember just now? Okay, turn back. This one, I can find this angle. Yes. Okay, that is what they want. I want to find this one. Then why they want you to find this one? So that you can find this double angle times 2. And you can find this angle, remember mode radian in terms of radian, not degree. Okay, then usually they will ask you to find the area or perimeter. No problem. If area, I will use the triangle minus the triangle minus the sector. I can get easily. Concept, I'm teaching you the concept. I'm not teaching you the working. Okay, so working wise, you can practice a lot. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Now, everyone okay with this one? Everyone following? Yes, okay. Now, look at this one. When you see the question, negeri 9. Okay, when you see the question, look at the diagram first. They shade this area. They shade this area. And what else can you see from here? No, not even reading this one yet. You can see that this triangle is touching the circle. And the only information is, this is a 24 cm, panjang CC 24 cm. That's it. You will panic already if this question come out in exam. Relax. Okay, cool down. Look at this one, 90 degree. Okay, look at this one, 90 degree, and this one, 90 degree. Okay, this length same as this length. Okay, 90 degree, same radius. So this is actually what? Okay, 120, 120, 120, 24, 24. That means this triangle, you can actually split into 12, 12, and radius. Sure, they will ask you to find already. Split into 60 degree and 60 degree. This one must be 30 degree. Everything is there already. Now, this pattern always come out. It's very good to manipulate. Examiner like to, SPM, they like to use this isosceles triangle. No, equilateral triangle. Okay, they like to use this one. This one, be careful. So when we look at this one, let's look at this information and then we draw this. Okay, can you see this? That's the important part. After that, when you look back at these questions, it's simple already, very simple already. Okay, then let's look at the next question. This one, would you like to try? You can give it a try. See whether you can find the information. Okay, I give you 2 minutes. Look at this one. Now, first thing, you look at the information required. Equilateral triangle, ABC. Equilateral triangle. That means 60, 60, 60. Again, this one from which year? With side X. Oh, they didn't mention the value here. Okay, so you know this is 60 degree, which is 1/3 pi, 1/3 pi, and 1/3 pi. Of course, you can find the area. And then you need to know this thing, 2, 2, 2. This is 1, this is 3. You can find the radius if I know the side. Okay, This thing you need to know. Let's look at what information given. This one is x, and half x is here. Okay, that's the information I have. How about value? No, it's not given. Let's look at the question. They only ask for the angle BAC dalam radian. Why so easy one? Okay, now only you say it's easy. Without that, without the analysis, wow, so difficult. How I know? They never give anything. They just tell me it's isosceles. No, equilateral. That's all. Okay, the angle is 60 degree. Dalam radian is 1/3 pi. Okay, change it to decimal. All right. Luas kawasan Belorek. Luas kawasan Belorek is the triangle minus the sector. By now, you can imagine already the triangle area minus the sector. Then you don't give me any number. Don't worry. Look at the question. Dalam bentuk set dan dalam x and pi. Okay, no need in decimal. Dalam sebutan x dan pi. Okay, so this one, it becomes simple. The difficult part will be your calculation. If you are not used to doing manual calculation, if you are used to pressing calculator, this will be your problem because they don't give you number. Okay, the trend now is more on concept, less on pressing calculator. Okay, the trend this year, okay, they are testing your concept. Your concept must be strong. Okay, so those who always press calculator to get value, be careful a little bit. Okay, so the calculation, you can try this. Okay, next. Okay, don't panic when you look at this kind of question. Yes, you need to break it down into components. Can you see this? Can you see the component? Okay, let's zoom in and look at here. Okay, before that, let's read the question again. They must give you the sector ABC. ACD is a sector, and then OBE is another sector. So they give you the length. Okay, so from here we need to isi tempat kosong and do it like this. Look at the information given. BC put in, OA put in, and then take it out. This one, take it out. Okay, and this one, take it out. Okay, dissect the diagram, pull it out. So you can see, you can find this area. Yes, no problem. Can I find this area? Maybe not. I don't have the R1. Okay, that's the problem. Maybe not. So my question is how to find the R1, because most probably I will need to find that. Okay, I have this information now. Most probably I will need to use this triangle 5, and it is 45 degree. I know it's pi over 4. Okay, and then 17 minus 3 is 14, so it should be 14. Yeah, so from here, using cosine rule, familiar? Cosine rule, yes. So I can find this one. That means, yeah, I have confidence I can do this question. What about you? Do you think you can do it? Can Sure lah, huh? No problem. Very good. Okay. Next one. Okay, so this is the question. If you look at the question now, I think you all can do already, right or not? You don't need me to help you to show you the working. You have confidence now, you can do now, right? All right, so next one, kinematics of linear motion. Okay, now this question confirm will come up. Another strategy maybe I can share with you. For bahagian C, you have 4 questions, choose 2. Yeah, we haven't touched on this thing in the previous workshop. So 4, choose 2. Which 2 that you choose? Kinematics is my favorite. Okay, why? Level of difficulty is low, time consumption is short. You can do it very quickly. Okay, highly recommended. Kinematics, highly recommended. Those who choose this topic, good choice. Okay, Chan Hong. Okay, Crystal, how about you? Are you planning to choose this one? Follow my advice lah. Forget about linear programming lah. Oh, yes, okay. Forget about linear programming. Now, I so against linear programming, but some of you, I just cannot brainwash you. So you like to do linear programming, okay lor. All right, so okay, now this is the notes. Please screenshot, okay? Please screenshot. This is a handwritten one. So I don't have a type one, okay? This is actually part of my cheat sheet, okay? I extracted this thing out. What is this? Okay, so yeah, some of you look at my cheat sheet, you don't understand because sometimes you need to practice, or you need to look at my explanation, then you know. Okay, so you get the cheat sheet, but without instruction, you don't know how to use. But some of you can, like I remember one of you, just by looking at the cheat sheet, you already fully understand what I write. That is amazing. Okay, so who is that? Or maybe he or she is not here. I forgot already. Who is that? Okay, as ds dt, you get v, you differentiate, and then when you want to go back, you do integration. When the dimensions start from 0, or when the particles pass through 0, they start the time, this thing. Okay, why is it so important? Because when you do the integration, s equals to 0, t equals to 0, it will make the c value equals to 0. Who don't understand this one? Then maybe you're not ready to do this topic. Okay, and then the next one, stop instantaneously. You need to have a little bit basic, then only you can understand this one. Stop instantaneously. The meaning is v equals to 0. And another hidden message is the particle change direction. Okay, change direction, stop instantaneously. Okay, okay, find the maximum displacement. Okay, that means now you see this graph show the displacement. I show one, not the question. The question won't show you. It will go to the maximum and then return back. So to get a maximum, that means ds dt equals to 0. Find the maximum velocity that the particles can achieve. Cari laju maximum. So maximum means not minimum. Okay, ds dt equals to 0. V equals to 0. No? Oh, dv dt. Yeah, dv dt. I wrote wrongly. dv dt equals to 0. And then another keyword, return to starting. That means, or when the object, when there are two objects, the two objects meet, s1 minus s2 equals to 0. The distance equals to 0. And the final one is direction. Okay, the object, find the time when the object is moving to the right. That means the velocity is positive law. Okay, it is chapter 2, form 4 chapter 2, quadratic already. V more than 0. Okay, so you will notice that I never touch on function, I never touch on quadratic. Because function is the lower end questions. You have practiced for 2 years already, so I don't want to touch on function. Even though some K-bar very difficult, if you cannot solve it, pass it to me. I help you. Now, this topic is difficult. Why? Because you don't have much time to practice. It's your final topic, last topic, so you don't have much time to practice. So that's why a lot of people skip this topic. Okay, I highly recommend this topic. It's fast, easy, no K-bar, totally no K-bar, zero K-bar questions. Okay, zero. So but if you want to do this one, you need to practice at least 10 sets, 10 questions. I mean 10 questions, not the normal questions, the state paper question or past year questions. 10 years past year or 10 states past year, 10 states this year one. Okay, do that if you want to do this topic. This question, 10 marks, 10 minutes can finish. No, we don't need that. 5 minutes. Some of you can finish in 3 minutes. Okay, got record, right? So I highly recommend this topic. Now, I give you a few examples, but we are not planning to do it here. Okay, we just point out the keyword. Look at Johor trial paper. I like this one because this is the most difficult one. Even though it's easy, the most difficult one. It will be when it involves 2 particles. That one will be challenging. Okay. Cari jarak, they give you all this. OP is 10 meter and laju is given. Okay. Now you can see this word which start from the fixed point O. When you start counting, the time equals to 0. The SA equals to 0. And then SB equals to 10. This is the information, the hidden information. Okay, so cari jarak, the distance between the 2 particles when A is at instantaneous rest. Yeah, but BM version easier lah. Berhenti seketika. This one is easier, huh? A berhenti seketika. Berhenti seketika, that means V equals to 0. But oh yeah, I have VA equals to 40 minus 7. I can find the time when you berhenti seketika. And then I want to find the distance. I want to find SA. SA, you need to integrate the velocity. You need to find SB. You need to integrate the velocity B. Okay, plus the C value. Remember, the C value is 0, is 10. Be very careful. Okay, plus C value. Always make mistake here one. You jot down the common mistake means your mistake, your common mistake. Okay, so you don't say it's not me, it won't happen to me. Yes, it will happen to you. Okay, so this one is plus 0, this one is plus 10. So you will get this. Find the SA, SB. You have the T from here. I want to find the position of A, position of B, find the distance. 1 mark each, you get 5 marks. Isn't it simple? It looks so simple. Before you start, you make sure you have the S, V, and A ready. Differentiate. Like my cheat sheet, make your own. And then the second one, masa apabila jaraknya adalah maksimum. Jaraknya ialah difference is SB minus SA. So when you combine this equation, you will have one variable here for maximum, jarak maximum. This is the jarak. For maximum, you need to what? Dy dx it. Okay, dy dx it. Dy dx this one. Then you will get the answer. Okay. Someone is lost? Anyone? Again, you need to have a certain level of knowledge then only you can understand this one. All right, so then you will find the time when they have the maximum. Okay, and masa dan sasaran apabila kedua-dua zarah bertemu. That means SA equals to SB loh, apabila mereka bertemu. That's it. What is so difficult, right or not? It's easy. Level 2. Time taken 2 minutes. No lah, 2 minutes is impossible. Usually this question will take 10 minutes. If with practice, you can complete this one in 5 minutes. Some of you already managed to hit that level. The one that hit this level is here or not? What's the answer? I don't have the answer, or even you want I can send you the Johor trial paper. Johor trial paper, I think I have the marking scheme. Okay, I send you the whole set. Then you cari the answer from there. I don't have the answer. Okay, I don't record answer. Just do it. Okay. You try lah. You try. You send to me. I check for you lah. Okay. Okay. Kelantan paper also. I like this question. Okay. No, I like the font. The writing is very beautiful. Particle move along, pass through a fixed point O. The velocity is given by this one, where mn constant after passing through O. Okay. It is given that the particle stop instantaneously again. That means v equals to 0 when t equals to 5. And the acceleration dv dt. Substitute. Okay. So you should have 2 equations already with 2 unknown, then you can solve it. All right. So equation 1, equation 2, you have 1 unknown, 2 unknown here. Yes, done. Can be done easily. No k bar. Looks like no k bar at all. Correct or not? Mana ada k bar? Tak ada. So same thing. Negeri Sembilan. So short the questions. That's why I choose this and show it to you. It can be so short. I save my time reading the question. Okay. Now, the last topic, this one, system of equation. The only thing I want to highlight is this one. Difficulty level is low, time consumption is high because you need to do a lot of calculation. Okay. So here, the only thing you need to be careful is you have one solution or you have infinite solution. That means you have unlimited solution. For example, y equals to 2x plus 3, this straight line. And the second one is 2y equals to 4x plus 6. It is exactly the same. Hey. So you have infinite solutions. Like the infinity war. Okay. 什么戏来的那个? Okay. So how about no solution? Like y equals to 2x plus 3 and then y equals to 2x plus 6. Now, when we do this solution, when you do the simultaneous equation, you will get equation 2 minus equation 1 is 0 equals to 3. 0 is not equals to 3. Okay? Now, but this one, you have 0 equals to 0. Now, let's see. Equation 2 minus 2 times equation 1, 0 equals to 0. That is infinity. Okay, infinite solution. That's it. Okay. This year is the first year they like to play around with this kind of thing. Okay. So 2 types of questions. First type is 2 unknown, 1 PQ. Of course, it will have two equations. They don't give you linear equation. They will give you quadratic equation one. If no solution, then how? Just state that yes, that day I told you already, 不是咩? That day I told you already, when you have no solution, you do until that level 0 equals to 0, then the number of solution is infinite solution. And if 0 not equals to 3, then there is no solution. Okay? That is the only difference from your Form 1, Form 2, Form 3 the maths. Form 1 Form 1 Were you the Form 1 learning this? So I think you were the first batch to learn the simultaneous equation in Form 1. Okay? My time, I learned Form 3 only, I learned simultaneous equation. You're so advanced already. And this thing, I learned it in college only, I learned the infinite solution. Okay, so your Form 4 already learned this infinite solution. Okay, now the second type of questions involve three dimension, x, y, z. X, y, z is actually, the meaning is 3 dimension, not x, not only y, but the third dimension, z. That means it's plane already. It's a plane already. So solve this, do the working. When you can't solve it, it's either 0 equals to 0 or 0 not equals to whatever constant. Don't worry, need to write the not equal sign. Yes, you are right. Must write. That give you marks. Yes. 这个不是学过的咩 ？Form 4嘛，不是吗 ？Form 4嘛 ？No 咩 ？Never learn before. Forgot already lah. I think you forgot already. Okay. Never mind lah. Never mind. So these are the only types of questions that will ask you. The very irritating part about this one, why I say that it's time consuming, is because of this kind of question. You look at my screen. I hate this question. Okay. Wow. I spent whole day reading also, I tak faham. If my BM and English big, die lo. Okay. Why so difficult? Okay. So this one I cannot. I have no way. I have no solution when it comes to reading. So I give it 4 star for time consumption. Anybody want to share with me, how do you settle this kind of questions? Like 8 marks question, I want to settle it in 8 minutes. Can I reduce the time to read? If you have a suggestion, please text me, WhatsApp me. Anybody? See all the number first. Cannot worry. You see, when you only see number, there could be hidden thing. You see, on Monday, Pete, this one is for 2 cups, a donut, and a tip. Okay. On the next day, she and her friends. She is who? Must be Puan Melissa lah. Cannot be husband. That is the difficult part. Okay, she must be Puan Melissa. It cannot be the husband. Okay, and her friend paid 55 ringgit for 4 cups and these 3 things. On a weekend, is it Puan Melissa or her friends? No, her friends must be they. So this is talking about Melissa. Puan Melissa. Okay, visited the restaurant with her family and spent so much for this. Okay, determine the price. Maybe I read very fast. Yeah lah. Maybe your English is better lor. That's why this question is no good. Okay, it's already over the time, but I want to share with you one technique. Okay, this is called golden 30-minute strategy. Golden 30-minute strategy. That means for the first, cut it short, for the first 30 minutes, don't do this question. Remember this one. You do it after 30 minutes. Okay, remember this advice. Okay. If you want to know why the story is very long, we cut it short. Just don't do this in the first 30 minutes. I choose this topic because it will be the toxic. It will deter you from trying other questions. Don't do this one. Okay. Clear ma? So I choose this topic. The reason is the first 4 topics you do. This one you want to avoid. You want to avoid. Okay. So yep, that is the advice I can share with you in this 1 hour. Okay. So I am very long-winded one. So in 1 hour, that is all I can share. Okay. So thank you for coming. That's all I can. If you have any question, text or WhatsApp SMS nobody use already Okay. So thank you for coming. See you next round. Bye bye.